At the bustling international airport, the usual chorus of announcements echoed through the terminal. Passengers hurried to their gates, luggage in tow, while the airport staff maintained a vigilant watch. Among them was Officer Kate, a seasoned member of the airport's K9 unit, and her loyal partner Max, a German shepherd with a nose renowned for its sharpness. Max had been trained to detect all sorts of substances, drugs, explosives, even contraband food, but today something was different. As they patrolled the crowded baggage claim area, Max's ears perked up and he abruptly stopped in front of a particular suitcase. It was an unassuming black, medium-sized piece of luggage, blending in with all the others. However, Max's instincts told him otherwise. Kate noticed Max's sudden change in behaviour. His tail was stiff and his sniffing grew more intense. He let out a low growl, a signal that he had found something unusual. Kate immediately radioed for backup, her heart pounding. What could be inside? Within moments, a small crowd began to gather, curiosity piqued by the presence of the K9 unit. The suitcase's owner, a nervous-looking man in his late 30s, was quickly identified and asked to step aside. His face turned pale and his hands trembled as he watched the scene unfold. The suitcase was carefully moved to a secure inspection area where airport security and law enforcement converged. Kate gave Max a reassuring pat, silently thanking him for his alertness. The suitcase was placed on a table and a technician approached with gloved hands, ready to unlock it. The room grew silent, all eyes fixed on the mysterious luggage. The technician unclasped the latches and slowly lifted the lid. What they saw inside caused an audible gasp to ripple through the room. There, nestled among layers of clothes, was a small, trembling puppy. The little dog's eyes were wide with fear, its body frail and malnourished. It was a tiny golden retriever, its fur matted and unkempt. The puppy was barely moving, clearly terrified and in distress. Kate felt a lump form in her throat as she stared at the pitiful creature. Max, sensing the puppy's fear, whimpered softly. He lowered his head, his eyes locked on the puppy as if to comfort it. The sight was too much for many in the room, and tears welled up in their eyes. "How could someone do this?" Kate whispered, her voice choked with emotion. She couldn't understand why anyone would subject a helpless animal to such cruelty, stuffing it in a suitcase like an object without care or concern. The man, now visibly shaken, was led away by the authorities, his head hung low. It was later revealed that he had attempted to smuggle the puppy, intending to sell it illegally once he reached his destination. He hadn't considered the suffering it would endure during the journey. Kate crouched down, extending a gentle hand toward the trembling puppy. "It's okay, little one," she cooed softly. "You're safe now." Slowly the puppy inched towards her, drawn by the warmth and kindness in her voice. It was a heartbreaking scene, but also one of relief, knowing that the puppy's ordeal was over. Max sat by Kate's side, his tail wagging slightly as if to assure the puppy that everything would be fine. Kate carefully lifted the little dog from the suitcase, cradling it in her arms. It was as light as a feather, a testament to the neglect it had suffered. The airport staff quickly arranged for the puppy to be taken to a nearby animal hospital. Kate insisted on going along, unable to let the puppy out of her sight. As they drove to the clinic, she whispered promises of a better life to the little dog, vowing to do everything she could to help it heal. News of the incident spread rapidly, touching the hearts of many. Donations poured in for the puppy's care, and offers of adoption flooded the animal hospital. However, Kate knew she couldn't part with the little dog. She had felt an instant connection, a bond forged in the midst of a heartbreaking rescue. In the weeks that followed, the puppy, now named Hope, blossomed under Kate's care. She gained strength, her fur grew soft and shiny, and her eyes sparkled with the joy of a newfound life. Max took on the role of a protective older brother, always by Hope's side, teaching her the ways of the world. Hope's story became a symbol of resilience and the power of compassion. From a dark suitcase in an airport to a loving home, her journey inspired many to speak out against animal cruelty and to cherish the animals in their lives. Kate often reflected on that day, thankful for Max's keen instincts and the chain of events that had saved Hope. It was a reminder of why she did her job, because sometimes the most unexpected moments can lead to the most extraordinary rescues.